What up guys, RETROCENGO here, back with another Amiga video. In today's video it's gonna be all about the Amiga 4000 vs Amiga 1200. Pros and cons, points, minuses and pluses. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna survive this battle of the beasts? Two very awesome and amazing computers from Commodore. Before we dive in, let's check out our great sponsor of this video. This video is sponsored by PCBWay, my favorite PCB manufacturer. PCBWay offers high quality PCB services and much more. Get your PCB prototype, CNC manufacturing, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, injection molding, and so on. The possibilities are limitless. Send in your product for manufacturing or just pick some of the projects that are ready to pick from. One of the things I love about PCBWay is searching their website for retro computing parts. Retro PC parts, Commodore 64, Amiga, and so on. Go in and check it out right now. Alright, welcome back. Check out this. Under this pile of Amiga 1200s and a PC keyboard that is converted to work with an Amiga 4000, we actually have a powered on Amiga 4000 that runs Alien Breed Tower Assault. Check it out guys, it's down there. As you can see, the Amiga 4000 030 is beautiful and it's still kicking after 30 years. What a nice computer. Let's start diving in. What's good, what's bad. Okay, so first of all, as you can see, the first thing that we have to concentrate about in a setup like this is space. As you can see, my computer table, it goes 3 meters to the right here. I have my PC editing rig set up over here, but it's 60 centimeters long, wide. And don't get me wrong, I love the Amiga 4000. I actually love all the Amigas, but the 4000 is very special. It's so cool. First thing we have to talk about is the space it uses, how bulky it is. Now, as you can see, I have it sideways because if I have it the back against the wall, then the power outlet and RGB cable and all the connectors will make the Amiga go about 10 centimeters off the wall. That means it stops around here, and I have few centimeters on the table to have the mouse, to have the joystick, to have the keyboard. So space, how bulky it is, how much space it takes, the point goes to the Amiga 1200. Why? I'm gonna explain why. If you don't get it right now, I'm gonna explain it. My Amiga 4000 here, it says the 030, yes, but this one runs with a Cyberstorm card, 68040, and it has got about 100 megabytes of RAM. Alright, it has got a compact flash card built in, and that's about it. I have the Cyber Vision card, but I'm not interested in using my Amiga like a old Macintosh looking computer. No, I'm using my Amiga as nostalgic love. I'm not interested in retargetable graphics. It does nothing for me because I have no nostalgic love or need for it. Okay, I don't want to play PC games on an Amiga. I want to play Amiga games. I want to listen to Amiga mods. I want precision timing. I want no lag. I want no graphical glitches. I want perfect audio, perfect picture. That's how I am, okay? I want my experience to be perfect. Some people just collect these, but I use these. I enjoy them almost every day. My Amigas get turned on and I just love them, okay? We're all different, and how you're using your Amiga is totally up to you and fine by everyone else. So enjoy it however you want to do. If you want to make pictures on Deluxe Paint only, then do that. I have a friend that makes music and Pro Tracker. Such a nice guy, let him do that. We are all different. We use these Amigas on different ways, but just don't say this is only for programmers, don't play games. That's just stupid. Don't say the Amiga 1200 is only for Amiga 1200 AGA games, nothing else. That's just stupid. Don't do stuff like that, okay? These are multitasking machines and they can do a lot of stuff. So everything that this bulky machine that has got also the floppy drive is built in up there. The external keyboard is also built in here. The hard disk ID controller is also built in here. This one has got an 020 processor. Okay, that's cool. But let me tell you, back in 1993, when I had my Amiga 600, I looked at the magazines. I'm gonna talk about Danish kroners now. You can go in and just make them to your own currency. But my Amiga 600 did cost 1,800 Danish kroners. That was it. The Amiga 1200, that was so cool because we didn't know about AGA, we were kids, but we knew about it had 2 megabyte RAM. Not even cheap RAM. We didn't know that it had 2 megabyte RAM, and the way we knew about it is one of our friends' dad had it, and when we sampled our voice so we can put it in different games, the sample could be much longer on the Amiga 1200. Also, the map size in Settlers could be bigger in an Amiga 1200. That's how we know the Amiga 1200 was more powerful. That was it back then. But I'm gonna tell you about the prices. 1,800 Danish kroners for an Amiga 600. Most of us had that one. The Amiga 1200 was so cool, but it cost 3,500 Danish. That was bonkers. You could have 2 Amiga 600s for that price. The Amiga 4000 was priced at 19,000 Danish kroners plus the monitor. It was pure madness. I mean, it was so much money. It was 10 times the Amiga 600. And fast forward to today, it can do jack compared to the Amiga 1200. Both AGS systems, both with 2 megabyte chip RAM. This one came, for that price, it came with an 030 processor. Yes, but do you know what you could do? You could just pay 2,500, maybe 3,000 Danish kroners and install an 030 processor in your Amiga 1200. So, I mean, Commodore, when they came up with this, they aimed high, they aimed on all the schools, all libraries, all banks, all business, all movie industry, everything. Everyone should take the Amiga series out of the gaming world, out of the demo scene, and put it in all the places that the PCs were in at. But yes, it happened very few times. We can talk about they used it for Titanic movie production, but it's so limited. So we all know what happened. It's so sad. I would love to have an Amiga today, but you know, late 1993 when Doom was out, I mean, my Amiga interest was doomed. I was the last guy in between all our friends, the last guy that held on to the Amiga 600 all the way to early summer 1994. And when I saw the games on the PC, when I saw Doom 2, I was like, no, I have to sell the 600. I should have never done that. I had 10 boxes of games, but it is what it is. Now I'm all back in the hobby. So, next thing, the price. Price contra what do you get for the money? Okay, so as of right now, 1-0 to the Amiga 1200. The price today. Well, I'm seeing these Amiga as of right now, February 2023, three on eBay, one for just a bit over 3,000, one for 2,500, and one for 4,000 euros, not Danish kroners, euros, for an Amiga 4000. And the Amiga 1200s are listed, there are many of them of course, but they're listed from about 400 and up to the craziest one I saw with a lot of stuff, it cost 700 euros. Okay, so let's say about 3,500 for the Amiga 4000 and let's say 500 for the Amiga 1200. Now, what more can you do with the 4000? It has some Zorro slots, so you can put in the retargetable graphics. But you have solutions for the Amiga 1200 also. Let's just connect an Amiga 1200 now and continue the video with that retargetable RTG graphics, because we have to clean this one up. I have enjoyed the Amiga 4000 for a couple of days now, but it's not enjoyable for me. So before we continue the video, I'm gonna tell you the Amiga 4000 will be removed. I'm not gonna use more time on it because it just takes too much space on my table and it gives me nothing, absolutely nothing more for the money. And I'm dead serious, nothing, zippo, nada. So let's remove all this junk, not junk, let's correct that. Let's remove all these beautiful computers and continue with the lovely Amiga 1200. Alright, believe it or not, this is Amiga 1200 with retargetable graphics. This is RTG, this is something high resolution, has nothing to do with Amiga, but this is Amiga, believe it or not. I'm not using an emulator. Go back to my older videos, I'm not an emulator, I like the real hardware, okay? So as you can see, this Amiga 1200, the cooler is spinning. This Amiga 1200 runs with a warp card. It's called Warp 1200 and it's such a nice system. Okay, it has got so much stuff going on right. RETROCENGO, Warp 1200, and you can see 20 videos with this beautiful card. So this card is so cool. It can do this high resolution stuff, and as you can see, it runs pretty snappy. If you go in here, it will say that it's a 68060 revision 6 that's running at 105 megahertz. I can go in and put it slower, of course. Different kickstarts. It has got USB, it has got HDMI out. So if I in 2023 want retargetable graphics to, I don't know why, but if I really want the Macintosh look, then I can do this. So that's what it is, guys. We're not gonna use more time on that. So the only thing the Amiga 4000 has going on, let's start something. Let's start a game. Let's start a demo. Okay, let's start a demo here. Rise and Shine demo. Okay. Oh, let me just. This is just for you. As you can see, Warp 1260. Not everyone, but one or two guys will write. No, it's just an emulator. That's not an Amiga. It is the Amiga. This one is running. This one is doing all the magic. Okay, so all the great stuff is gone. The Amiga 4000 is here. As you can see, all of the stuff this one could deliver. Can you see it over here? Yes, you can. All of the stuff this one can deliver for that kind of money is built in here. Everything here is built in this keyboard. Everything here is built in. Okay, I'm using the external PSU. The PSU is built in here, but using a brand new PSU is 1,000 times better than the built-in one here. You have to recap it or buy an SFX recap. What I want to say, price compared to what you're getting. Okay, 500 bucks, 500 bucks for the war card, 500 bucks for the 68060 revision 6, 1,500. Let's say 2,000, I don't care. For 2,000, this system is a dream retro machine, okay? Compared to 3,000, 3,500. So the price dash, what you're getting, the winner is by 1,000% the Amiga 1200. Oh my god, what an amazing computer. Back when it was out, it came out in 92, I heard about it in 93 and I just loved it back then. And it's 2023 now. So 30 years later, still love this. It's not recapped, it's no nothing, it's just all original with 2 megabytes of chip RAM and that's it. Inserted the warp card that was very kindly sent to me by this Warp 1260 card, very kindly sent to me from CS Lab, love those guys. Included this 68060 revision 6 CPU. Thank you guys. I got this for a review example and I have had a lot of fun with it. I can use it without the RTG part. Then I have a really powerful Amiga 1200. It's so cool. I love the USB connectors. I'm using wireless USB mouse on this one. I love the HDMI connection. It's so cool. So, price? Oh my god. I see no reason to buy this one, right? You're thinking like that. Okay, let's think like that. This is the RTG. Let's remove this and let's get a proper, you know what I mean when I say proper. Let's get a proper Amiga like it was Amiga back then, okay? Let's quit this one and let's do it simple with love and nostalgic retro feeling, okay? We need something that says AGA. Sun TRSI-AGA. Alright, we have to watch something AGA because this is an AGA machine and this is an AGA machine also. So, we're done with all that RTG. Oh wait, if you like RTG, more power to you, use it. For me, Amiga is Amiga, like the Amiga, how I experience the Amiga. If I want Macintosh stuff, I would buy a Macintosh. So, this is, oh wait. I don't know guys, some of you guys want to see what's going on because you think I'm emulating, so let's open this one. Alright, this is an Amiga 1200. This one runs with an 030 processor with 128 megabytes of RAM and fast RAM and 2 megabyte chip RAM and a 16 gigabyte compact flash card. That 16 gigabyte built-in compact flash card has got all the games and demos I could dream about. No, I don't play Quake 2 on this or Duke Nukem or emulate Macintosh to play old PC games. No. This is beautiful, okay? This is how I like it. So, as of right now, the Amiga 1200 has got a lot of points, and you're asking yourself, how can people ask 4,000 for this computer when the Amiga 1200 is that great? There is one thing that I'm gonna share with you guys. We're gonna go into Workbench first, because if you're on Workbench here or here, it will be the same. I'm not talking about RTG, forget about that. This is real Amiga. Okay, let's check out Workbench. Okay, this is Workbench. 4 colors, looks just like 1993, and I love it. It's so cool. I can go in and listen to music all day long here. I can, let's start something. There we go. Yes.
It's going to be a very, very big hit.
Yes, it is. Breed. Blue Monday. I love that. There we go. I can listen to music. It's so cool. I can even control the volume here. It's cool. I can go in and use D-copy to copy floppy disks. I can use Pro Tracker, that's nice. I can go into sysinfo and see how many megahertz, how many RAM. I can go into DROpus file manager system and check out what's inside my Amiga. It's so cool. Look at the colors. I think it's 4 colors. Look at the, I think it's 200 by 300. And this is how I remember the Amiga, guys. And I can go into deluxe pane. What is it? 4? Yeah, and then paint. So yeah, the Amiga 1200, it's so great. Good, everything is fine. Again, why does people want so much money for this? And how can they sell? I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna compare one more thing. And that's the cool factor. The nostalgic love that every boy in my age, when we were 10 years old, when we saw this in the magazines, okay. Cool factor dash absolutely craziness. The Amiga 4000. It's so mighty, it's so cool, it's so nice looking. It looks like a PC desktop, right? It's so cool that everyone in the Amiga community will love the Amiga 4000. Let's go into horror continues, right? Is this an AGA game? I don't know. Yeah, AGA version. There we go. All right. So cool factor, the Amiga 4000 wins over everything else. Now, the Amiga, the Commodore concern, I mean, 92, 93, they were struggling, and 94, it just went bankrupt. This was their last attempt to really come into that PC business market, and not many, these were not sold in millions, no. And after this, they came with a ridiculous looking high tower, just like the Amiga 3000 tower. They look like S. We're not gonna talk bad on this channel, but really BS products, man. They cost like 10,000 euros today. Who buys them? No one buys them. People 5 years back bought them for peanuts, but today they're so expensive. And I'm telling you, cool factor, these desktop models, big box Amigas, they win. Okay, they're so cool. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. I know there's just no reason to pay so much money for these today. But they're cool. I mean, I bought this last week. I got contacted by a seller that wanted 750 euros for this without keyboard. And I bought it, I cleaned it, was all brown, and I washed it, no retrograde, no nothing. Looks nice, but am I gonna use it? If you asked me a few days back, I was like, yeah man, the cool factor is level 1000. But again, I don't just buy these to have them in my cellar or have them in a closet. No, I buy the Amigas because I want to, of course, restore them, make sure that they will work fine and don't go ahead and die and acid and stuff like that from batteries. But I buy them because I use them. nostalgic love. It's fun, it's cool. When I have friends over, we'll love it. We'll play 2-player games together with my son. It's so cool, and it's just the sound, everything is just great for me. So, coolest factor point goes 1000% to the Amiga 4000. I mean, no matter what, you can't win over it because it's just, it's so cool. Okay, it's so cool. They're just, it's hard to explain. If you're a 20-year-old guy watching this video, you're thinking, is he mad? You're getting nothing for your money. Just waste, throwing money out the window. But if you're an old guy like me, if you're 40 years old and older, you will fully understand what I mean with this coolness with the Amiga 4000. It's so cool, man. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It's a hard discussion to have. Some will say, I love my Amiga 500. And I must say, my favorite Amiga today between all the Amigas, I have all the Amigas, if I should rank them, number one will be absolutely this one. There we go. Number one will be absolutely this one. Let's go into something. Let's go into Turkey and listen to some music, right? So cool. A lot of games. Tommy, Turkey, come on. Oh, there we go. Turrican 2. This is not an AGA game, this is an ECS game, but no one cares because, again, I don't care about old PC games. I love the Amiga games. OCS, ECS, AGA, all great. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome to Turrican. Nice. Just look. It takes no space on my table, man. It takes a bit more. I mean, this one's keyboard is to here, and it takes a few centimeters more place, more space on my table. Where's Great Bath? Is that number 3? Great Bath. I love this one, okay? It takes, I mean, the same amount of space on my table as this one's keyboard, and it has got everything built in. I don't need nothing else. You can buy bigger compact flash cards so you can have a lot of MP3 songs, and yeah, I don't know what. This 16GB has everything built in. Such a nice system. This is my number one. This is my to-go machine. But just after this one, it's the Amiga 500 Plus. It has to be the Plus with the 2MB chip RAM. If you know this channel, if you know this guy, RETROCENGO, all the Amigas I use need to have 2MB chips RAM. That's my OCD. My OCD triggers if it's under 2MB of chip RAM. So right under this one, it's definitely the Amiga 500 Plus, and the sidecar expansion on the Amiga 500 Plus, putting it external stuff on the Amiga 500 Plus, it's just next level nostalgic love. I love it. It's so cool. These 1200s, recap them. The Amiga 500 Plus, of course, remove the battery. You don't need to recap them. They just work. If something is wrong, all the chips are socketed. All the chips are so cheap for the Amiga 500 Plus. You can, except the 2MB FedEx, you can just take them out and put some new stuff in. So easy, no soldering skills needed, no nothing. You can even cut the battery out, okay? So number 2 is the Amiga 500 Plus. It's not this one, guys. Number 2 is the Amiga 500 Plus. Such a nice system. Oh, I love this intro game. Great stuff. So after that, after the Amiga 500, Amiga 500 Plus, at number 3 will be, look, there we go. At number 3 it will definitely be the Amiga 4000. The Amiga 4000, and that's not because of more stuff to do, no, it's only because of when I watched it back then, the coolness. It's just such a nostalgic wow when we look at the magazines. It was just like that with the Amiga 2000 also. So the next one, when I rate it, it will definitely be the Amiga 2000. It's such a cool computer. Looked at the magazines, wow, it was, yeah. That will come in that number for the Amiga 2000. Was just anybody's dream computer, man. After the Amiga 2000, well, my first Amiga was the Amiga 500, Amiga 600, but the Amiga 600, I don't know what Commodore did. They used, I don't know if it's cheaper components, but you have to recap them, and they're just so flaky. I don't know, man. And everything is soldered there, and yeah, not a computer that I want to use today. I have the Amiga 600, but it's not my favorite Amiga. The X-rated cards, you have to smash them on top on an IC, and they run hot, and I don't know, guys. The 600, nah. I have it, nostalgic love. I don't use it. It does nothing for me. CD, TV, does it do anything for me? I own one. No nostalgic love. Doesn't feel like an Amiga. I don't want to use it. It's a Amiga 500 with a CD-ROM drive built in. If I want to use it, I need to plug in external floppy disk, and I don't use it. CD32, well, I have some videos with some expansion with SX1, and it's an Amiga 1200 without the keyboard. You can have X-rated cards for them also. No really nostalgic love there for me. Is it cool? It can run AGA, yes. Do I want to use it today? Well, not really. The Amiga, what's left? The Amiga 1000. The Amiga 1000, okay. I've got one video that's called Amiga Heaven. I think I'm showing, is it 10 Amiga 10,000s, Amiga 1000s here? I love the design of the Amiga 1000. I love the history. I know how far it was back in 1985. It was such a cool computer. And today I love the design of it, the keyboard underneath. I mean, that will be more acceptable to use today, the Amiga 1000, compared to the 4000 years, because I can push in the keyboard and have the joystick and have a little space for joystick and mouse here on my setup. But the problem with the Amiga 1000 is it came with 256 kilobytes of chip RAM, and you can put in 256 at top front. So you basically have 512K of chip RAM. And if you know this guy on this channel, that's not enough for me. Okay, I need more. I need more. Okay. Oh, listen to the baller chip. It's amazing. So do I have any? Oh, then we have the Amiga 3000. Some people feels like it's the best Amiga, and more power to them. The Amiga 3000 has got built-in SCSI controller, which is BS all the way. Hate that. It has a pretty heavy price tag. Costs around this, not as much as the Amiga 4000, but it's pretty expensive. Okay. And the thing is, when I finally got the Amiga 3000, I had it here and I filmed it. I have multiple of them. Okay. And I was like, yay, man, I have packed my Amiga 500 Plus, and now I have the Amiga 3000. It was a dream back then, and this happened back in 2018. And after an hour of usage, I was like, dude, what in the what can the Amiga 3000 give me compared to my Amiga 500 Plus? Jack? Nothing! Same chipset, same. Okay. It had the 030 processor that ran at 25 megahertz, and my Amiga 500 has, I think that at that point it has that 020 X-rated card. I felt no difference. I sat here and I was like, did I really waste so much money? I paid 3, 4, 5 times the price of my Amiga 500 Plus, and now I have the Amiga 3000. It takes so much space on my table. I have no place for the keyboard. It falls down, and I feel like an idiot. So yeah, Amiga 3000. The design is absolutely amazing. I love it, but when I use it, it gives me nothing. It gives me nothing, absolutely nothing. If I use that kind of money, I would put it on an Amiga 4000, because this one gives me the access to AGA games, AGA graphics, higher resolution in Workbench if I want to do that. But also, AGA demos are just so cool to watch, guys. I'm telling you, they're amazing. They're just out of this world. Let's just go in and listen to Shadow of the Beast. I love that music. Look at this snappiness. This is an 030 system, and the menu, everything is just, it's so, oh, that was the Shadow of the Beast. So snappy. And yeah, we're running with an AGS system. This game is from 1989, but WHD load, that's the best thing that has happened for the Amiga. Takes over the system, makes it so compatible, so the 030 processor is just amazing for gaming. You have listened to me for half an hour now. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think? What's your favorite? Just give me your top 3 and why. Just tell me, am I right? Am I wrong? Tell me, what do you think? Is this cheap? Do you get a lot of Amiga for your money? Or is the Amiga 1200 compared to this one priced too cheap? What do you think? Which computer is the best for you? Back then is one thing, but now in 2023, which Amiga do you use? 95% of my viewers are Amiga gamers / retro gamers. My viewers has got, you guys, when you're sending me pictures on Messenger, you have got stacks of Amigas. You have got all the external cards in the world. You have got so much Amiga power, you could send a rocket to the moon. But what do you use? What do you prefer? This is my setup. This is what I prefer. As you can see, I have all the space I want, okay? Look at this. This one, I bought it. I was telling myself, I want the Amiga 4000 setup. It could be so cool if this one came to here and the keyboard was to here, and I had place for the joystick and mouse here, but yeah, it is what it is, guys. All computers, all love never dies. Thank you for watching. Let me hear what you think about all of this. Okay, RETROCENGO signing out. Have a great day out there. Bye.